Hi everybody, how are we doing today? My name is Steve Hansen and welcome to my racing channel. This is kind of where we get together to talk about NASCAR and racing in general around the United States primarily. And today's video is going to deal, since today is qualifying for the Daytona 500, we're going to touch on that and also the green-white checker topic, and also going to touch on Cleetus McFarland. But before we start today, before you all comment on my stupid-looking hat, or these were hats when I had my dirt racing, my dirt late model team. I made my dad a couple of hats. There was a black one that was similar to this that when he passed away, that and a couple other things went in his casket with him. And so my dad is the one that kind of got me enthused and stuff with motorsports way back in the day when he raced jalopy cars. And then, as I've said in a couple other videos, he and I sat and watched the inaugural the 1979 Daytona 500, which was the inaugural first time that was broadcast live flag to flag. So in honor of my dad, and today being Daytona qualifying day, thanks, Dad, for introducing me to motorsports, and I hope you're able to watch the whole circus tonight at Daytona. So with that, everybody, first of all, let's talk about Daytona qualifying a little bit. So as we all know, we've got 36 teams that have charters and that are locked into the show. And tonight, you know, they'll time in. And the biggest thing with qualifying that I'm wanting to gripe about today, and I know it seems like I gripe about a lot of stuff with NASCAR, but that's largely because the powers that be tried their very best to screw up the sport that we all love so much. But that being said, was it last year or year before? And I'm sorry I didn't look that up. They provided a 37th locked in driver to the Daytona 500 and some other races by and I'm paraphrasing, by having an accomplished driver can automatically be in. Okay, so let's use the Indy 500 as an example. Do you think that, I mean, Kyle Larson had to go through rookie testing and all that to even see if he could qualify, you know? So we have now this year that provision is being used by Jimmy Johnson, and that's fine. Bottom line, I think that needs to, the provision that you're automatically in goes away, so that the rest of the field is by open teams, because this is the point. That provision, you know, let's say it would have went to an IRL driver or a supercar driver or somebody. They have no idea what these cars handle like. Yeah, they've had them on the sims, and I can tell you from listening to other drivers, the sim is fine, but it's nothing like driving a car. So rather than someone applying for that provision and having to prove to NASCAR they can drive the car, you automatically get in because, hey, I'm you know, and pick a name from IRL or anywhere else, and I'm automatically in. That to me just waters down our sport, and I feel that our sport needs to be built back up to be exclusive. Let's go back to the early 70s. Do you think they automatically just said, hey, Mario Andretti, go ahead, you know, you're a fantastic driver and all that stuff? They didn't make a provision for Mario. He had to qualify in. Same way with anybody else. I'll go Patty Moise, Danica, they all had to prove themselves to get there to qualify. And now we've watered it down to where, you know, we're all inclusive, so to speak. So that being said, NASCAR, please do away with that 37th deal, and the rest of the 40 car field. You have to either time in or race your way and earn it rather than just have it given to you. Now, the charter teams and stuff, I get, you know, they bought the charters and stuff. I understand, and that's fine. Now let's get to the green-white checker. That's kind of been a topic out there, and again, in my opinion, the green-white checker was done because people said, well, that's so disappointing because they get to the end of the race and then we end on a caution. That's so boring. They do it with the Indy 500. They do it with a lot of other form of motorsports. And yeah, while it sucks, it's not a lot different than watching a football game and you get down to the end of the game and your team's driving to score and they turn the ball over. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of anticlimactic, and or they need to score a touchdown to win and they don't get there. Well, you know what? They don't get extra chances. When the clock runs out, the clock runs out. So when any race gets over with in NASCAR, that should be it. It sucks, but it happens. That being said, let's do the green white checker one time, because we've all seen it in all the upper tier NASCAR things, and the other divisions don't get unlimited ones like they do with Cup. That being said, you get one shot at it, okay? And after that, it is what it is. So that's my 2 cents worth on those two topics. Again, we've got qualifying going on tonight. I'm going to say this: move it back to Sunday, make it Sunday afternoon. You know, they're griping about people not coming to some of these things. Not a lot of people can come in the middle of the week, but they can sure come on Sunday. You know, have the Busch Clash Saturday night, run the qualifying on Sunday, and, you know, go from there. Make it a true speed weeks. You know, they're calling this speed weeks. No, it's not. Anyway, lastly, I want to give a quick shout out to Cleetus McFarland. I watched his YouTube video a little while ago for his, he had to run around Rockingham for a certain amount of laps and do some pit stop stuff, entrance and stuff like that, so he could get approved to run the truck race at Daytona. Man, this is stuff that we need, that in a way kind of does harken back to yesterday, in that there are some, you got to go back a ways, but were some people that were able to get in races, Daytona and what have you, by basically coming in off the street. Now, I realize cars are different and things are different now, but bottom line, I am so tickled that Cleetus got approved, and yeah, he had a little scrape with the wall, and to his credit, when he come off, he got a little loose, and he saved it. He didn't tear the truck up. So anyway, I'm so excited to watch Cleetus race. I believe he said Black Rifle Coffee is a sponsor for the truck that he'll be driving, and so I already drink Black Rifle coffee. Not to carbon Kenny Wallace, and coffee with Kenny, but got my NASCAR cup, and I've got my Maxwell House coffee because I ran out of Black Rifle coffee. So anyway, Cleetus, good luck, buddy. I'll be cheering for you, and good luck in the ARCA race. He's running the ARCA race too. But anyway, folks, tune in tonight, watch qualifying, and we'll get together in the next couple of days and kind of discuss what went on with qualifying. With that, everybody, remember, it's better to have raced and went broke than to not race at all. Have a great day, everybody.